Welcome, I'm Kenneth Manesse with KEYtoVEGAShome.com, where just one click you can have a less stressful, faster real estate experience. I'm a licensed real estate professional here in Las Vegas, powered by EXP, and the author of this book, Inside Secrets, What I Wish My Agent Would Have Told Me About Buying and Selling Real Estate Here in Las Vegas. Today's a special show. Technically, we had a guest lined up that we could not get connected with, so we wanted to make sure that we kept bringing value. And I wanted to talk to you about something that just at least recently happened to me. I sat down with a young couple and I went over with them the 5 major mistakes buyers don't need to make. This young couple had already made 3 of them. And as we sat down, I showed them the reasons why they don't want to make these mistakes, because 1, it's going to cost them money. We'll talk about that and also more about what we do here at Inside Secrets. You're either watching or listening to Inside Secrets, and if you'd like to get a copy of this book, Inside Secrets, for free, you just have to go to KEYtoVEGAShome.com. There's a homeowner tab there. Click the link and you can actually digitally download the book right now, or I'll send you a hard copy of the book. I want to make sure that you have success in real estate, and these are some of the inside secrets as real estate agents we know that can keep you from having success. So go now to KEYtoVEGAShome.com, get your book, and let's get started today on the 5 major mistakes you don't need to make as a buyer. As I was saying, I had a young couple with me, and as we were sitting down, the very first thing I do is I explain to them the process of buying and selling real estate. But for buyers, I give them the 5 major mistakes that they make. And let's dive into that. Mistake number 1. You're not going to believe this, but this is so true. Mistake number 1 is not sure where you want to live. When I sat down with this young couple, they were new to Las Vegas, and they had said, well, Las Vegas is huge. There's a ton of places we'd love to live. I said, well, maybe that's true, but at the end of the day, there's a couple things that's really important, like talking about schools, talking about the place that you're going to be living, and access to work, getting on and off freeways, making sure that you're close to your work, or if you want to come home from work. There's a lot of things that go into this, and I can't believe that the number one thing people miss is where they want to live. Now, here's the thing that I encourage every new buyer, especially people that are coming to Las Vegas that don't know much about our communities here. What I do is I ask them, take a Saturday or Sunday or whatever day of the week they're here and drive around the communities. Take a look at some of these communities that you've pinned as possibilities for your next future home. See if you like the community. See if you like where the grocery store is, the dry cleaner is. Make sure that this community is a community that you want to live in. And then I give them an inside secret. You've probably heard this a million times. Location, location, location. Well, let me add something to that, because at the end of the day, if you're using real estate to if you're using real estate to build out your wealth creation plan or your portfolio, then you need to add this word to location, location, location. It's this: future location, future location, future location. Now, why do I say that? It's really easy. See, the idea of creating wealth with real estate is really about the resale. That's when you're going to make your money. And as a real estate investor and talking with all of my real estate investors, they know that you make money when you buy. And to make sure that happens for your future location, there's a couple things that you want to do. And the things that you do want to do is make sure that you're thinking about the future. You're thinking about who's going to be buying this home and who's going to be the ones that will be purchasing in the future. Why is that important? Well, if you decide to purchase a home that maybe be your dream home, but the home you're purchasing is a move-up family home, the number one thing those buyers are going to be asking about is the school system. So as we sit down with these young buyers, I go over this and explain to them, it's not only just buying a home here, it's understanding that somebody else is probably going to be buying this home, and what are going to be some of the things that they're going to be looking for that make this home more desirable than any other home in the Las Vegas area. So number one mistake, not knowing where you want to live. It's really easy. Drive around, sit down and look at community maps, look at schools, look at the things that are important to you, and then look at the homes that are available so that we can drill down into an area that meets your needs. Mistake number two, this is huge. As I was sitting down with the couple, they both looked at each other when I read this and started laughing. What is mistake number two? It's easy. It's letting Zillow build your search. Now, listen, I'm not here to bash Zillow, and I don't care if you use Zillow. Matter of fact, I use Zillow, but using Zillow to build your search is not a great idea. Here's why. Zillow has plugged into my MLS. They're getting data from my MLS, and what they do then is they spin it through their algorithms and then send it out to you. Well, if you're getting something from a third-party source, what happens? You're getting it late, or you're getting information that might not be up to date. When you look at Zillow, and the number one complaint I get from people calling me, even on my own listings, they're calling off Zillow saying, hey, we're interested in this home, and I have to give them the bad news. What's the bad news? You've already experienced this. You know what I'm going to say. Oh, I'm sorry, that home is sold, or that home is already under contract. At the end of the day, if you're spending time looking for your dream home in your community that you want to live in, let's make sure you're looking for a home that actually you can purchase. And besides, Zillow's not giving you all the information that you need. Case in point, when I talked to this young couple moving here from California, yes, there's a lot of California still moving here, they had told me that they were going to actually be using FHA. Well, what they didn't realize was a lot of the homes that they were looking at, the seller wasn't going to take FHA. Now, I won't go into all the details about it, but at the end of the day, if you don't have the correct data on your dream home, or even data that's current, you're going to be wasting your time. Matter of fact, it's one of the things that causes people so much stress, and that is they've been spending endless evenings thumbing through their phone, finding a home they just love, or at least love the pictures, and then they send that information to me, and I have to give them the bad news. I'm sorry, this home is under contract. I'm sorry, this home will not take an FHA, or they won't take a VA loan. That information can be literally set aside when you let me build a search for you. I'm going to actually plug you into my MLS, and when I do, you're going to get all the information you need. And besides, I could curtail that information and weed out all the homes that are not possible for you. And with that being said, let me give you a little inside secrets about the homes that you want to be viewing from me or any other agent. If someone is sending you through the MLS homes that are either, say, 30 or 40 more homes in your search, they're doing you a disservice. Why do I say that? Well, here's why. When I sit down with my clients, we go actually through a dream home form, and I put on there all the things that are must-haves. And then I build that search into the MLS. I don't waste their time having them look at 30 or 40 homes that don't even fit the criteria. And at the end of the day, when those homes pop up, my search immediately discards them because they're not part of what you have need of or you're dreaming about. And let's face it, if there's more than 10 to 20 homes, 10 to 20 homes is actually the great number, because that's giving us a great search and getting us enough homes that we can kind of drill down and look at those homes and compare them one to another and find out where the true value is. What price is right for these homes? If you're looking at 30 or 40 homes, let me tell you, it can get mind-boggling and confusing. And I don't want that to happen to you. So Mistake number 2, letting Zillow build a search for you. Let me do it. Let me plug you into the MLS and let's get you the homes that fit your criteria, fit the neighborhood, and more importantly, get you out there looking at those homes instead of just driving all over town. Mistake number 3, here we go. Not being KOA approved. Now, you maybe never heard of that phrase, KOA. It's actually an acronym, COA. And one of the things that I actually tell my clients is one of the things we will be doing together is I will be not using any acronyms because at the end of the day, even though when I was talking about the MLS, we're talking about the multi-listing systems and those are an acronym everybody knows. There's a lot of other acronyms in the real estate transaction that people are not aware of. And I don't want them just shaking their head saying, and having no idea what I just said. With that being said, what is KOA approved? KOA actually stands for something. Now, in previous shows, we've talked about this and why it's important and why it's a mistake. So what is KOA? KOA is simple. KOA stands for collateral only approval. Now, that might be having you think a lot about what it really means, but let me break it down for you. It's really simple. There's only 3 types of approval when you're a buyer looking for your home. There's pre-approved. It means you picked up the telephone, you've talked to somebody and you've said, I make this much. And they said, great, you can buy this much. And you've had a conversation. Nothing's been verified. The second is pre-qualified, where you actually give them some information. That information has to be taken to a third level, what we call underwriting, and that's what KOA is. See, collateral only approval means this. You have been completely underwritten. You can actually close escrow anywhere from 10 to 18 days. And more importantly, your home is not going to fall out of escrow because of you. When you're KOA approved, that means an underwriter has verified all of your information and you are as good as cash. Now, why is that important? When I'm writing offers for buyers and I call the listing agent, I say, hey, listen, I want to let you know our buyers are completely underwritten, meaning that if there's something wrong with this home, let me know now because we're going to find it when we do the disclosures, when we do the home inspections, because they are serious about buying a home. They're so serious, they've gone through the underwriting process, and all we need to do is find them the right piece of collateral. That's what the bank considers the home, collateral. So KOA stands for collateral only approval. All the bank needs is a piece of collateral. Well, technically, they need the contract and they need an appraisal. But at the end of the day, when you're KOA approved, when you're really out there shopping and you know exactly what you can afford, you help me help you with negotiations. And when I sit at the negotiation table and talk about the strength of my buyers, that puts me in a position I can start negotiating a lot of things for you so that you can really have that dream home. So, number 1 mistake, not sharing where you want to live. Number 2 mistake, letting Zillow build your search. Number 3, not being KOA approved. Number 4, not planning the right strategy. Now, let me explain to this. A lot of people come into the real estate market and they don't know where the market is. For instance, here in Las Vegas, just a year ago, we had a seller's market. That meant that there are more people buying than there are homes available. So if there's a seller, if we're in a seller's market, there has to be an understanding of what we need to do to make sure we get that home. In a seller's market, there's going to be multiple offers. There's going to be offers that are all over the map because sometimes in a seller's market, people don't even look at the home. They just wait for it to come up and pop up on the MLS and they'll just fire off a offer on it, sight unseen, because they're just playing the numbers game. They're hoping to get someone to say yes. Also, on the other side, there is a buyer's market. You have to know where we are. And that's really important because at the National level, we might be talking about where we are with the economy. But when we drill down into the community that you want to live in, all of that information at the national level might not play out. Let me explain. Say you've picked a community, it's an HOA community. You love this community, you love all the features in the HOA. It's the perfect place for you to raise a family, or it's the perfect place for you to get to work, or whatever your dream home scenarios are. It's perfect for you. And in that community, there's going to be some houses that come on the market. Well, if there's only a few homes in that area, and nationally they're talking about, oh, the economy's moved, it's now a buyer's market, or even the reverse is a selling market. It doesn't matter if there's only a few homes in that community that pop up. And regardless of what market we're in, people wanting to live there is going to drive that community either into a buyer or a seller's market. I hope that makes sense, because at the end of the day, we have to plan for that. We actually put together for you what I call a plan, strategy, and tactic to get you your dream home in that community. I go over that in detail. I explain how we do it, and more importantly, how I can get you in your dream home, regardless of where that community is, buyer's market or seller's market. So mistake number 4, not planning the right strategy. And in my book, Inside Secrets, I explain know thy market and know thyself. In there, we talk about some of the details that you need to know for this strategy. And the last 5 the 5th mistake, the last one. And let me tell you, this just drives me nuts. We've taken the time to go over all the homes that fit your criteria. You found your dream home in the community. You've been co-approved. You let me build your search for you. You've done all of that. At the end of the day, you get to make the decision on the offer. And here's mistake number 5, making a low offer. Now, why is that a huge mistake? Well, here's the reason why. If that home is really your dream home, and that home we've done the homework on, and we've actually shown that that home, based on the current market values, will be priced right or priced in a way that we can actually help you purchase it, and you come in and submit a low ball offer, I can guarantee what's going to happen. What will happen is I will not be able to get a call, text, or email replied to. Why is that? Well, buying and selling homes is emotional. And if someone throws a low ball offer out there, 90% of the times somebody is offended. That's right. I've had sellers tell me, please don't bring me any lowball offers. I won't even look at them. The reality is I have to present all offers, and I know what they're saying. What they're saying is that I don't want somebody looking for a deal, or somebody that's just trying to take advantage of me, somebody that's really not interested in buying this home. They're just trying to get a deal. At the end of the day, if you're looking to just get deals, then give me a call and become an investor. I'll show you how to make money. I'll show you how to make deals, and I'll show you how to submit offers to the right people that are going to accept those kind of deals. But if you are a buyer and you're looking for your dream home to raise a family, or start your retirement here in Las Vegas, whatever the scenario is, don't make the mistake of making a low ball offer. I can promise you this, you're not going to like the process that we go through if there's counter offers and all the things that we do to help you get in that home, because those sellers have been offended. And at the end of the day, the whole process becomes very emotionally charged, and those people are not willing to work with me on negotiating anything else. So mistake number 5, don't make it. No lowball offers. Hey, if you would like to get a copy of this, the 5 major mistakes I give to every one of my buyers so that you don't have to make them, All you do is click the link here. There's a link here that will actually let you download it for free. I would love to have you get this information, because if you're seriously looking to buying a home here in Las Vegas, if you're coming from out of state or you're already here, you're just looking to move up or move down, regardless, I still don't want you making these mistakes, because at the end of the day, I want to help you have a less stressful, faster real estate experience. And if you can just avoid those 5 mistakes, I can promise you this: you're going to enjoy buying and selling here in Las Vegas, and you're going to enjoy working through the process of letting me help you enjoy something that's less stressful and faster. So next week, we're going to have our special guest back, and hopefully we have no technical issues, but I wanted to make sure we kept serving you something in this community that you need, and that is understanding the real estate market, what you need to know to get in the market, and more importantly, what some of the inside secrets are here in Las Vegas. Listen, if you want to get a copy of that book, just go to KEYtoVEGAShome.com, look for the homeowner tab, click the link there, download, or let me actually mail you a hard copy. I would love to serve you here, and I appreciate the calls, the texts, the emails, and even the questions that are put out there on the social media channels, because they help me look for guests, they help me answer questions, they help me serve you better. So do me a favor, share this podcast, share this video if you're watching it, leave a comment, give a thumbs up, like it, whatever you need to do to make sure that we stay in your world, because I want to keep doing something for you, giving you inside secrets of how to have success, building your real estate portfolio or your wealth plan using real estate, and more importantly, having a less stressful, faster real estate experience. Thank you again for listening or watching to Inside Secrets. I'm Kenneth Manesse, real estate professional powered by EXP, and we will see you next week. Take care and have a great week.